Bienvenidos and welcome all you heartthrobs out there. My name is Crossbite, and today we're going to be looking at how to add a heart rate monitor to your streams. You're going to need three components for this. You're going to need the physical heart rate monitor that you're going to wear. You're going to need the Pulsoid mobile app, and you're also going to need a Pulsoid account to get all of this going. First thing we're going to do is look at what heart rate monitors are available and or recommended by Pulsoid. You can go to their website, pulsoid.net, and review the ones that they recommend. There are others out there that will work, but these are the ones that they recommend. I ended up going with the Polar H10, and I went for this because it is one of the most reliable, accurate, and mostly comfortable heart rate monitors that you can get that works well with this. This is one that you wear around the chest, but they do have others that you wear around the wrist. So get what's going to be best for you. Make sure that you sign up on pulsoid.net with an account. You can also use your Twitch account to sign up, which is what I did, and makes things a lot easier. And Pulsoid also offers some plans, annual, monthly, or quarterly, that give you some additional benefits if that's something you're interested in doing, but it's not required for this. So once you've created your account and you're signed in, we're just going to kind of go through this checklist here of things. So we've created our account. That's the most important thing. Get your heart rate monitor. Hopefully you have it by now, or it's in the mail, or however that's going to go. And then you're going to need to get the mobile application. It's available both for Android and Apple devices. And you're going to sign into that using your same credentials as you're signed into the website with. Once we have all that done, we're going to configure our widgets. And of course, the last thing to do will be to go live. So we're going to go over here on the dashboard side. And you can see that it shows that I'm offline. So you're going to want to make sure that you've got your heart rate monitor connected to you. You're going to want to go to the Pulsoid app on your phone and download it, sign in with your same credentials like I said, and make sure that you have your location turned on and your Bluetooth turned on. You shouldn't need to pair it through Bluetooth. It should show up automatically, and it should appear in the list here. So it does take a moment. Once it appears, you can just go ahead and select it, and once it's selected, it will take you right into the actual monitoring here. It'll say that it's connecting. Once it finally connects, you will see all of your statistics there, so your beats per minute, your battery level, and all that kind of good stuff. So once that's done, back over here on the website, that offline status should turn to online, and you should actively see your heart rate on the website. You can see some other statistics here. I've been using mine for a little while, so you can see all of my long-term stats right here. So maximum heart rate, minimum heart rate, things like that. Next section here is widgets. And this is where you're going to configure all the fun stuff. So you can see here I have a Resident Evil theme going because I play a lot of spooky games, but there is quite a few options to choose from. So go ahead and browse through those, choose what's going to be best for you, and you can also filter that marketplace by different categories. Also note that some of these do require the subscription plan and some of them are free, so be aware when you're selecting the ones that you want. This one is a free one that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and click on it. You're going to see that I can take this link here, and we're going to use that later on to set up our streaming through OBS or Streamlabs or whatever you're doing. So just take a note of that. It is going to be coming back later in the video. So specifically for the numbers, you can configure the ranges. So whether your heart rate is within a certain range, you can actually change the colors of the numbers that appear on the screen. So if it's very low, it's going to be gray. If it's in a good range, it's going to be green, yellow, or red if it's getting really high. Hopefully your heart rate doesn't go above 200. If so, that's probably a more serious issue than we're going to discuss here. But you can adjust these colors as you'd like, or even remove them, change the ranges, whatever you want. And some widgets have different settings that you can mess with beyond this. There is also a highlights section, so if you're linked with Twitch like I am, it'll actually pull up your most recent streams that included the heart rate monitor, which is kind of a fun feature. If you have an account, if you have a subscription, you have the ability to export to CSV, and you can kind of look over your numbers. Your mobile login stuff is also here if you need that. And then there is also additional integrations that you can do, which I don't have any of that set up at the moment. So we're going to go back here to the welcome screen, and we're just going to kind of review what it takes to get everything kind of going and set up now that we've got the monitor, we've got our mobile app, we've got our account, and we've kind of reviewed everything that we need. So as I said a little bit earlier, you're going to want, in your widgets section, you're going to want to copy and paste this link. This is how we're going to set things up to appear for streaming. So make sure you've got that copied. And we're going to go over to Streamlabs OBS. This also works with regular OBS, most other streaming softwares. You're going to add a new source. You're going to choose a browser source, add a new source, and of course we will give it a name. Once you've got it named, hit add source. And if you want, you can resize it. It's not required, up to you, however you want to handle this part, but as long as you copy that link in there, make sure your heart rate monitor is on, is connected through the app, and you should see the little heartbeat going. So that's the first step of this. We're going to go ahead and go back and position that, and then we're going to go back to the Pulsoid website, and instead of having our little heart, we're actually going to go get the actual heart rate with the numerics. So we're going to copy that link, and same thing, we're going to add a new source, browser source, add a new source, and we will give it a nice little name to go along with our other one. And once we have that in, we're going to hit add source, and same thing. You can resize it if you want, not necessary. Make sure you paste that URL in there, and as long as your heart rate monitor is going, it's connected, you're going to see those metrics showing up. So that's where I'm at, in the 80s, nice and steady, and you can just position these wherever you'd like. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and if you didn't like any of this, go ahead and give me that thumbs down. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya!